What's up, you guys? Belarus here. Welcome to the TechCity podcast. The holidays are upon us. What's what? Thanksgiving is happening in some parts of the world. Christmas is just around the corner. And of course, as you know, there's a Black Friday sales happening and tons of discount sales happening the world over across retail sites, across e-commerce sites, etc. Today's episode of the Tech City podcast aims to help you make the best decisions while you are shopping and you are clicking on those links and doing your Black Friday buying and all whatnot. I'll be sharing with you tips on how to stay safe as you take advantage of some of these amazing deals this holiday season. So you've probably heard that Black Friday came as a result of Southern Caucasian slave owners auctioning slaves after Thanksgiving and how it was a very derogatory thing to do. But history.com actually says that is not the history of Black Friday. We don't know how it came about, how that connection came about, but history.com actually says that the term Black Friday was actually first used sometime in 1869 when two notoriously ruthless Wall Street guys, namely Jay Gould and Jim Fisk, worked together. They bought up so many gold, hoping that the price of gold will skyrocket and then they would now sell for astonishing profits. Now, somehow their little deal was uncovered and it sent the stock market into a free fall, and there was a lot of bankruptcy that happened in that time, from Wall Street barons who had invested so much money on Wall Street to like farmers who didn't even have so much money anyway. So like that was the very first time that the word Black Friday was known to be used, but it wasn't related to Thanksgiving or any holiday season at all. It was mainly like a financial crisis situation. However, history.com now says that the one time that, Black Friday now became an actual thing was sometime in 1960, well, in the 1950s, actually, in the city of Philadelphia, in the US yet again. There was a chaotic situation that happened after Thanksgiving, right? And it happened when tons and tons of suburban shoppers and tourists flooded into the city of Philadelphia in advance of the big Army-Navy football game that was held the Saturday of Thanksgiving, like every year. Now, they say that the Philadelphia policemen were not able to take the day off because they had to work extra long shifts, because they had to, of course, manage the crowd, the stampede, and that because of the number of people who were there during the football match, shoplifters also were able to take advantage of the crowd and the chaos, and they began looting stores, making away with like a lot of stuff that, some of these stores were selling. And so like by 1961 or so, it was not like, oh, Black Friday, because this thing happened on the Friday before the Saturday of Thanksgiving, right? And so it became just like a term that was used. There were, of course, efforts to try and change the name to something else, but, of course, as you know, they've been able to make it look like a fun exercise and a fun thing. And so now Black Friday means, yay, big discounts. You can, I guess, almost shoplift stores virtually for nothing. But that is some of the history of Black Friday. Now, how do you stay safe as you shop during the holiday season and perhaps for Black Friday? Now, the very first thing I will tell you to be very wary of is be wary of the links that you click when you visit, some websites, because a lot of people are advertising now. You're seeing 75% off, or buy this for 50 naira, buy an iPhone for 450 naira, all of those things. Or maybe you're even getting emails in your email box, right? There's email marketing. Be very wary of the links that you click even in your emails. There are lots and lots of dodgy emails that will be coming up as a result of Black Friday and the holiday season. So don't click any link anyhow. I really am thankful that Google has made it possible that some of these kinds of emails will go to like promotion. So you know that, okay, it's not in your primary email. But then again, some people have been able to sort of, find their way around it where some promotional emails still enter into your inbox. So be very wary of that. Look out for weird spelling mistakes. So for instance, someone can send you a mail and say, oh, TechCity is doing a giveaway, right? We are not at this point. But someone can send a weird email, and the email may be TechCity. So we are TECHCITY. The email could be TECHCLTY, but it could be like small letter L, and it will look like I. So be very careful. Look at person whom the mail is coming from. Be very careful. Don't just click any link. When you're on websites, be careful of the links, the outbound links that you also click, because they could just use your information and they could hack your systems as well. So be on the lookout for that. Also, be very wary of some of the deals that they say are, oh, for 75% off was 15,000 is now 10,000 naira. What I would recommend that you do when you are buying stuff on websites is, if you are maybe looking to buy something and invest money in something, and they are telling you that it's going for a certain amount, maybe you want to do some kind of research. I know it's like, nobody got time for research, but it is your money we are talking about. So try. Maybe you want to buy a new television, or you want to buy a new smartphone. How much really did these things cost before Black Friday? How much do they cost now? If you're even buying dresses, so I buy dresses and stuff like that online a lot, and they'll say, oh, this dress was 50K, is now 25K. Of which sometimes, if you research well and you go to maybe like really old posts, you will see that some of those dresses actually cost 25K before. So they're just now telling you, oh, it was 50K, is now 25K, and they're selling it to you at the exact same price. So be very careful of some of those slashes that they claim to make. I'm not saying everybody does this, but you want to be careful before you invest money in something because of Black Friday and you think, I'm getting a great deal, but you actually are not. So be careful of that. Also, you want to be very wary of fake websites. Listen, there are tons of them. Sometimes they come from some of the links that you click and you think, oh, this looks legit, right? Let me click it. Oh, I want to buy this or that. And because, as you know, some websites take your information when you are searching for stuff. So maybe you have, for the past couple of days, searched for how to, perhaps take care of my laptop, or I need a new laptop or something, right? You find that the algorithm sometimes now makes it possible for people who are advertising laptops to be able to advertise on any other website that you click on or that you visit. So be careful. There are fake websites that exist because of this. I don't know how much Google is doing or how much they can attack some of these kinds of things, but it's very, very helpful when you know what to do and what is possible, so you do not fall victim to some of these fake websites that are promising to dash you an iPhone because you are the 500th person to visit the site. So please be very wary of that. Also, be very careful of where you put your passwords and where you make mobile payments at this time. All right, I think it's very possible. Now, you want to check your perhaps your Google Play. You want to check if you have any pending payments that are due, or you want to just be sure that there is no money that you are owing anybody at this time, right? I think it's very important, because you may be surprised how you may be debited just randomly. That has happened to me recently and it's been crazy. I'm like, when did I sign up for this? So be very careful that you don't enter your payment information on websites that you visit for whatever reason. Sometimes, in the event that you want to maybe buy something, so sometimes I buy products online for like content, right? And so you don't know that some of these things still exist, or before you are able to access some of these things, you have to actually enter your card details so that you can access them. So maybe you buy reports sometimes, or you pay for access to, let's say, Wall Street Journal, for instance. You have your information on there. So be careful that some of the things that you need, that you might need to pay for, you don't enter your information on some of these weird websites that may just have your payment information, and God forbid, they just start debiting you back and forth. So please be very careful. Also, you want to avoid shopping on like public networks. I know that we've heard a lot about this, but this is a reminder. Maybe you are at the airport, or you are at an hotel or something, and it's free Wi-Fi. You now say, oh, let me quickly buy something from here. Please don't do it. Use your mobile data, because, as you know, people have talked about how free Wi-Fi sometimes is not very free Wi-Fi. Sometimes they are able to get your information when you use some of this free Wi-Fi. So be very careful. Public networks are not the safest. I would recommend that you use your mobile data or your hotspot. And in the event that you're doing that, again, be careful of where you are buying stuff and where you are leaving your digital footprint. Okay. And last but not the least, I think it's very important to note that while you are buying stuff right now in this period, be on the lookout for certain things that perhaps may be injurious to you. Maybe there are certain products that have been called back and that some companies are still selling and are saying, oh, get it for this or that amount. You never know. Some of these products may not be useful. Some of these products may not serve for long. So you want to be on the lookout for some of these kinds of things. I know it seems like a no-brainer when one says, oh, do a Google search, just do a Google search of some of these products, and it seems like almost an insult. But please take it and run with it. Search for some of the things that you want to buy. Be sure that some of the sites that you want to buy stuff from are sites that you have actually bought stuff from before, all right? Before you now put your information there and all of that. And make sure you are getting an actual deal and that you're not being cheated in the name of great discounts this Black Friday. All right. I hope you have a happy holiday and I hope that you shop safely and that you enjoy everything that you buy. Belarus from TechCity saying thanks for watching this podcast episode. I hope you found this insightful and informative. Till I come your way again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.